It'd be so much easier if our bodies spoke our native tongue, right? If our body just spoke in Spanish to tell us what it needs, when it needs it, why it's doing what it's doing, and then what's our role if it said it in German or Chinese, Mandarin or Italian or Swedish or English. It's designed to not be that distinct for even something as superficial as the language you speak. If you think about this, every single sensation, from even a premonition to a slight nightmare to a little bit of a hunger craving to bleeding to a scab to a scar to a fever to a tight muscle to a tight inflamed tendon to a torn ligament to herniated disc to inflamed joints body-wide to skin responses to hair falling out to mood changes to fatigue to energy loss to fertility to you name it. Every single one of those responses to muscle growth, to bone growth, to skin regeneration, to eye strengthening and eye changes, to dropping your prescription, to leaving your orthotics, to growing your feet, to growing height, to gaining weight, losing weight, which you wouldn't know, gaining fat, gaining muscle, losing muscle, gaining inflammation, losing inflammation. Like every single response, goosebumps to tears, is your language. It doesn't matter where you're located on the globe. It doesn't matter who you've been with. It doesn't even matter where you live. It doesn't matter who you were born under. It doesn't matter what your outside looks like, who raised you. Your symptoms are your perfect language that only you understand. If you think about what medicine does, medicine tries to interpret and subtitle it, and it's literally like watching a movie where what's being spoken and what's being written on the bottom aren't anything even close. So now think about how lost you'd be when you're watching the picture and the subtitles don't match what's going on in the film. You'd be confused. You would sometimes be terrified in a comedy. You'd be laughing when you should be afraid. So it's no different when we try to find someone to guide us who is trying to basically say, I know what your language is. I know what this is trying to say. There literally has to be just equipping you to interpret what your body is telling you, because again, it's only for you. That's what's beautiful, is of the billions of people and billions who have come and billions maybe who will keep going, they each have their own language. And for this reason, we can create infinite characters within our own symbolic language. There will never be an expression of our cells, tissues, and organs, and light and energy and heat and vibration and thoughts and beliefs and values and virtues and feelings that will ever be matched. And because of this infinite expression, that means there's going to be infinite language talking to you. That means there's going to be, from a world looking at it that we should all speak the same language, infinite problems, infinite diagnoses, infinite labels. You see it all the time. They keep coming up with them. Just names of stuff, names of injuries, names of causes, names of solutions, names of effects, names of root cause. And basically a lab or a screening of any kind is just a false decoder of a language interpretation that isn't even yours. It's literally looking at pulling values and putting letters to symbols that they don't match, and go for it. Try to sit in a film where the subtitles are completely not the same as what's going on in the film, and you will be terrified when you're supposed to be laughing. You will be laughing when you're supposed to be goddamn serious and urgent and focused and honest. And so again, your body language is perfect body language are symptoms and response to damage, injuries. That nobody's ever seen a language like yours, ever. You are the only one it's for. You're the only one that it was created for, and you are the only one to interpret it and use it as a relationship and as a guide in this dialogue, because it is a dialogue. It's not a language or a conversation. Think about it. It's communication. Why is communication so important? Why is the use of words so important, or actions so important, where really somebody's words don't really even come close to actions? But why is that so important? Well, it's understanding each other. If I used a word that everybody understood what it meant universally, but I thought it meant something else, are we going to understand each other? Not at all. Watch the movie Arrival with Amy Smart. It's fantastic. I just bought it. It hit differently this time. It's just this universal approach to something that's universally experienced, life through human form, but in infinite variety of ways. And no callus is the same, no blister is the same, no rolled ankle. I always say it, rolled ankles, they're different every single time, every single person to person. No torn ligament is the same, no drop of blood is the same. That's what I find interesting, is that we'll differentiate drop of bloods in like crime movies and murder movies, but then we'll put all those drops of blood when it's medicine. We want them all the same, but they're all different. You can identify a person through fluid. You can differentiate a person through fluid. That's pretty amazing. And you'll convict, send people to death, or exonerate, or free, or prove innocent, guilty, whatever the thing is. But then in medicine, crime scene rules don't apply. The individual doesn't apply. Could you imagine a crime scene? My blood, I guess, has been at the crime scene. Your blood has been at every crime scene, if we're just all supposed to be the same. Oh, this blood's different than all the other blood markers that we got. What can we do? What can we do to this scene to make the blood the same? Because this is I agree. I just came up with that. Literally, think about if medicine was in charge of crime investigation. It's such a fucking... So, respect your language, right? It's your power. Nobody speaks it. This is what's crazy. This is what's beautiful. This is what's amazing, is that it's for you. It's absolutely for you and only you. And your body's way of speaking this language is through all sensations and changes, not just the ones we enjoy or we would like to see more of. Again, when you understand the language, you aren't afraid of anything that could possibly be going on in your body. You literally start to see things, energy opens up, peace, light, things just get lighter. You start seeing things clearer. You leave a whole bunch behind. You grow, literally and figuratively. You will literally see life in a completely different way, where things to be feared are around us for sure, but one that absolutely should not be feared is your own body. Ever. Even in the worst of your symptoms, with the worst understanding of yourself, with you seeing the worst version of yourself and realizing some of the things you've done, some of the things you've said, what you've done, you literally, even in that, you still won't fear your own self. You'll maybe fear the work. You'll maybe fear the conversation. You'll fear the job change. You'll fear the sticking in it or leaving something, or you'll fear, some of the uncertainty of forward, but certainty is under your skin. Body's got it. It's certain it has you taken care of. It's certain it heals at all times. Proof is all around you. So again, it's your language. It's your body's language. It doesn't match anybody else's. Nobody else can interpret it. They can kind of get an idea amongst spending enough time with somebody. There'll be certain symbols and characters that'll parallel, but the totality of it, you're the only one. And again, a lab value, a metric, a image, a test, a screening, it's literally watching a movie where the subtitles are completely wrong. They aren't even accurate. And how many times have you wanted to laugh? Laughing was the cue, but you were terrified. Or should have been urgent, and you just sloughed it off. That's no big deal. Sound familiar? It's a big f***ing deal. Start to look into this. Body's language.